Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. What's up, Cowboys Nation? We've got a bombshell today that absolutely nobody saw coming. Derrick Henry, the dominant running back who has terrorized defenses for years, just made some eye-opening comments about the Dallas Cowboys, and fans are going crazy. Nobody expected this, and trust me, you're going to want to hear every word of what he said. This could change everything for Dallas moving forward, and we're breaking it all down right now. So make sure you stick around until the end, because this news is going to shake up the NFL world. Before we dive into Derrick Henry's shocking statement about the Cowboys, if you love staying updated on all things Dallas Cowboys, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on breaking news, rumors, and analysis. All right, let's get into it. Derrick Henry is a name that instantly commands respect in the NFL. He's been one of the most feared running backs in the league for years, a guy who can single-handedly take over a game with his bruising power and explosive speed. Defenders know that once Henry gets going, there's no stopping him. He's the kind of player who can completely change the dynamic of an offense, and that's exactly why his recent comments about the Cowboys have sent shockwaves throughout the league. So what exactly did he say that has everyone talking? Well, in a recent interview, Derrick Henry was asked about his thoughts on the Dallas Cowboys, their roster, and what the team needs to do to become a legitimate Super Bowl contender. Now, most people expected Henry to give a generic answer, maybe something along the lines of Dallas is a good team or they have some great players. But no, Henry's response was completely unexpected and left everyone stunned. Henry didn't hold back. He acknowledged that the Cowboys have a talented roster, but he made it very clear that something is missing. He said that Dallas has struggled in big moments and lacks the kind of physical, dominant running attack that can wear down defenses late in the season. And then, he dropped the comment that had Cowboys fans and analysts buzzing. He openly admitted that he could see himself playing in Dallas and making a massive impact. That's right. Derrick Henry just hinted at the possibility of joining the Dallas Cowboys, and the NFL world is in a frenzy over it. Imagine Henry in a Cowboys uniform, running behind that offensive line, punishing defenses, and giving Dallas the kind of ground game they haven't had since prime Ezekiel Elliott. This would be a game changer. Now, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's break this down. Why would Derrick Henry say this? Is this just talk, or is there something more to it? Let's start by looking at the current situation with the Cowboys' backfield. After moving on from Ezekiel Elliott, Dallas handed the keys to Tony Pollard. Pollard is a dynamic playmaker, no doubt about it. He's got speed, he can break big plays, and he adds versatility to the offense. But let's be real, he's not a bruising, every down back like Derrick Henry. And that's been a problem for the Cowboys, especially in tough physical matchups. This past season, we saw Dallas struggle in short yardage situations. They didn't have that dominant power back who could grind out tough yards when it mattered most. That was painfully evident in the playoffs, where the offense struggled to impose its will when it needed to. A player like Derrick Henry completely changes that equation. He's the kind of back who not only picks up the tough yards, but also demoralizes defenses over the course of a game. So the question now is, could this actually happen? Could the Cowboys really make a move for Derrick Henry? Well, let's look at the financial and football aspects of this. First, from a cap space perspective, the Cowboys would need to make some moves to fit Henry into their payroll, but it's not impossible. Jerry Jones has never been afraid to go all in when he believes a move can bring a Super Bowl to Dallas. And let's be honest, If there's one thing we know about Jerry, it's that he loves making splashy moves that keep the Cowboys in the headlines. Bringing in Derrick Henry would do exactly that. Then there's the football aspect. The Cowboys already have a solid offensive line, and adding Henry would make them one of the most balanced defenses in the NFL. Imagine Dak Prescott having the luxury of a running back like Henry who can take pressure off the passing game. It would make play action deadly, open up lanes for CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the receiving corps, and most importantly, give Dallas a true identity on offense. But of course, there are obstacles. Other teams will be interested in Henry if he becomes available, and Dallas would have to be aggressive to land him. There's also the question of whether Mike McCarthy would be willing to adjust his offensive philosophy to fully utilize a back like Henry. McCarthy has leaned more towards a pass-heavy approach, but with a player like Henry, you have to build your offense around him. And then, there's the question of whether Henry himself actually wants to leave his current situation. He's been the face of Tennessee's offense for years, and it's clear he takes pride in that. But at the same time, he's also at a point in his career where he wants to win. He wants a real shot at a Super Bowl, and let's face it, the Titans aren't exactly in the best position to give him that opportunity right now. So if Henry sees Dallas as a team that could help him win a championship, then this is something that could absolutely gain traction. And let's not forget players talk. Henry has relationships with other stars in the league, and you better believe there are conversations happening behind the scenes about possible moves. If he truly believes that Dallas is a great fit for him, don't be surprised if we start hearing more and more smoke around this situation. Now, let's talk about what this would mean for the Cowboys if they actually pulled it off. First and foremost, it would instantly make them a bigger threat in the NFC. Adding Henry to an already talented roster would give them a level of physicality that they've been missing. It would allow them to control games, dominate time of possession, and most importantly, be a team that can win in the postseason. Think about what we've seen in recent years. The teams that have won Super Bowls have all had a strong running game to complement their passing attack. The Chiefs had Isaiah Pacheco stepping up big in key moments. The Rams had a balanced approach with their backfield. The Buccaneers had a dominant playoff run from Leonard Fournette when they won their championship. The blueprint is there having an elite running back matters, especially in the playoffs. And that's exactly why Derrick Henry to Dallas is such an exciting thought. If the Cowboys can make this happen, they'd finally have that missing piece that could take them over the top. So, Cowboys fans, what do you think? Do you want to see Derrick Henry in Dallas? Would he be the missing piece that finally gets this team to the Super Bowl? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because this is a conversation that is only just getting started. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on everything happening with the Dallas Cowboys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update. Thanks.